Well, I'm in the house, I'm in the house with Brother Jammers, and in a while, see it, we're gonna talk. Because we have to do for we. No one is not do nothing at all for we. I don't care where some of you want to talk about, Because sometimes it seems like we love to buy friend. Yeah, friend up everything. Friend up all the scorpion and put it in our pocket, and when it sting with it, we are complaining. And I'm in the house right now, with the man Jammers. And after this one, then we just have a beautiful reason. So rise up, family, all the time. So I want to say a beautiful vibration goes out to the man himself, Jammers.
Greetings and thank you for bringing me back here. Thank the ancestors for allowing me to speak, and I hope I can enlighten you more and darken you as well at the same time. And for what you're saying about the word, if you look at the word music, you see the word muse. Mm-hmm. Muse means to think. And this is what music was originally inspiring you to think. If you look at the word muse backwards, you see the word sum. Mm-hmm. So then you could add things up and come to a solution or work things to an improvement. Mm-hmm. That's what we are, sufferation or our enlightenment. This is why we used to put these beats together and the melodies together so that we can enhance ourselves. But you see now they're just copying what's done before. That shows you the level of thought is not moving forward, as you're saying.
For real, babe, because in our most troubled time, if it wasn't for the music, you understand, we wouldn't be where we are today.
That's right.
You understand? So it's with us, whether we are in trouble, whether we up or whether we down.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like a running stream. Anytime your music become a pun, then you are in trouble, because a pun sometimes even start to lose its oxygen.
Yeah.
Stagnated. You understand? All the fish them start to have cockeye.
Yeah. And when you're pondering, that means you're having trouble thinking. Ponderous. When you think I'm ponderous, that means you're in a problem.
Well, if anyone doesn't know Jammers, then Jammers just tell him who we are.
Yeah, respect. Well, I got inspiration from the ancestors in how the words we've been conned by these words that have been put together. They put a system together of words. Mm-hmm. So basically, I was able to decipher the language, and through that, now I decided to let's empower ourselves to have the ability to speak the language. So me and brother Aboo set up the Speakers Club to train ourselves. We don't need to go to the Toastmasters or the other people or anybody else. We can so we've now developed a club where we're learning ourselves to speak, and now we're going to take it to the next level where we're going to start doing lessons on the art of speaking, the art of communication. So the next level now we're going to be doing lessons, and the next level from that, now we set up our own Mastermind Intelligence Centre. Mastermind Intelligence Centre. Now we can give ourselves our own certificates. We don't need their certificates. We don't follow no sir.
Yeah, and even that word sir, though, is a very dangerous word. You know that you should not call a man sir.
Right.
You understand?
You call it because you're putting yourself above you.
You know, see it, because sir mean still in remain slavery.
Right. Yes, and if you look at the word sir and turn it the other way around, it's the opposite to rising. S-R-I backwards is R-I-S, rise. The E remains silent.
Yeah, man. When you answer to the word, you're telling the person that you're still enslaved. You understand, and we don't really understand a lot of things, And Brother Jammers is also the author of the book, Etymology.
That's right, etymology, yes.
Yeah, the roots of words, and also decoding.
Decoding the language.
Decoding the language. So it's a whole heap of volume, of works out there, you understand? And we also have the Speakers Club.
That's right, the Speakers Club. We're back focusing on the Speakers Club, which we're going to enhance our ability to articulate. But we do it with the heart, so we heart-articulate. Art is something that you can just look at. It also means artificial, it's not the real thing. But we're coming from the heart. Yeah.
And that's going to take place at the Bernie Grant Centre this Sunday.
This Sunday, Bernie Grant Centre this Sunday, and the topic's going to be how to win arguments. So there's a science to winning an argument.
True.
There's even a science to why we use that. If we did say conflict resolution, nobody would be interested. So there's a science to promoting your event as well. That's what we're using. So how to win arguments, and sometimes you win the argument by not entertaining the argument.
For real, you know. No, it's true. It's true. You understand? And sometimes an argument is not a winner or a lose.
That's right.
You know, it's like some people think that a debate, the winner really and truly is the audience.
Yes.
Because I'm hearing from both sides.
Both sides.
You understand? Right. So even when you think that, you know, because see, we are look on things from other people's narrative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes it causes us not to really see the fullness.
Yeah. So in the word listen, like you go to when your parents got send you to go to do the shopping, listening means you put the thing in a list so that you can recall what's being said. So listening is a key element. Yeah.
Real, you know, and 0207-193-0174 if you want to interact with Brother Jammers. We're in the house, you know. And as I said, you know, how the book going?
The book's where it's sold out at the moment. It's sold out, yeah. So basically, I'm getting some more in stock for the History Month. You know, well, our reality. I like to call it our reality month.
Man.
So so it's sold out. But I've got the list. I've got a waiting list of people who want the book. So if you want the book, you can still text me on 07497 069702. That's 07497 069702 if you like a copy of the book Etymology, the Roots of Words. So yes, and once I get it, you'll be the first to get your copy. Also, if you mention Vodum or Galaxy, you'll get your discount as well.
Well, you hear there, you know, this is what we call a we have to do for we, you know.
That's right. That's
beautiful, beautiful, you know. And we know you have the speaker clubs and everything recorded, and
that's
it's
right.
on the web.
It's the number one at YouTube. If you go YouTube and just have to put Speakers Club over Speakers Club. We're the number one on YouTube, and that's what the other Speakers Clubs now, they got a problem. They're trying to get up in the search engine, but you'll see they put like 300 or 400 videos on the playlist to try and come out on top, but we're still beating them at the moment.
And this is what I'm saying, you know, we have to get rid of this barbershop mentality.
That's right.
You understand? Because you know, there was nothing there like that.
No.
You know, see it, you know. And this is what, and they don't come and say, boy, Jammers, you know, I like what you're doing, you know. You understand?
Yeah, come and make a donation, or come and give us a contribution, or come and want to set up something similar, another branch of us.
Yeah.
They'll come along, and even people in there will go try and set up their own.
This is what I'm trying to make you understand. So I said, you know, I have to rise up Sister Shanice, you know, rise up my sister, you know, and she'll be on her way to Zimbabwe.
Wow.
You know, see it, you know, yeah, man, Zimbabwe, you know, see
and
it.
Galactic Clive, I believe he's going
man,
there.
he's going to be there. Yeah. Rise up, caller, beautiful.
Yes, rise up. Ask the brethren to read the number out
slowly.
Yeah, sorry, I've got sometimes as well, you know, through this thing that's come to me, I don't realize how fast I'm speaking. You better read it out.
You know,
come up.
Yeah, all right, my brethren. And I know that Brother Delany have a copy of your book there. So if they miss that book, then can go down by ADE printers and
good.
get the Etymology book. You understand? Because I'm telling you, you know, the young people really see it as a good reference point.
And that's what we need. We need something that it has to go down to our youth. That's the key. Even winning the arguments. This is I was on the way here and I saw there was one youth divide, 5 men around one youth. I said, "What you saying, blood? What you saying?" And if he didn't choose the right words to come out his mouth, he would have been in a problem.
You see it?
But I was glad to see that the man used his mouth and he was able to get away from the situation.
I see you, Austin. Can I give them the number again? Yes. Slow.
I'm going to read it out to slow myself down. So, the number for the Etymology, the Roots of Words. So it breaks down the roots and the meaning of words. And it's a working tool. So you'll be able to do it. What I'll do, you'll be able to do. Because there's so many people that they have knowledge, but they don't want to give the knowledge away. They want to keep you under them. But this book will help you to do what I do. Etymology, the Roots of Words. The number is 07497 069702. Once again, it's 07497 069702. So just text your name and text Vodum or Galaxy for your discount.
And then can pick up the Speakers Club on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, All right,
That's it. We're running it now. If you want to know about the Speakers Club, just go on YouTube and type in Speakers Club, and you can see what we're about. Or www.thespeakersclub.co.uk, the website. Instagram, it's instagram.com/The Speakers Club. And once again, Twitter is twitter.com/Speakers Club TSC.
Yeah, man, and rise up to all the people that move in Northland that they're listening, you know, Green Lane, that restaurant.
Uptown cuisine.
Uptown
They'll be
cuisine.
supplying the food again on Sunday. So if you miss the food, you can just come. If you don't even want to speak on Sunday, just come and sample the food of Uptown cuisine.
Yeah, man, beautiful brother too, wonderful brother. You see, people like those that support the community. You understand, it's not only the money, and we know we need the money to run business, but he go out of the way, to support his community. You have to rise them up, you understand?
And I respect all the callers who's ringing in for the book. Just at the moment, because I'm on the studio, just text once again, just text 07497 069702. Just text me on that number, 07497 069702. And once again, that's for a copy of Etymology, the Roots of Words. So put your name, text Vodum or Galaxy for your discount.
And beautiful vibration to Mustafa in Senegal, that taking in the vibes, a beautiful vibration. And I know that in Jamaica, there's an audience there in Portmore taking in the vibes also, because Galaxy is global. So then rise up to the Ras and Rasses them in Barbados. You understand, And to all, to all the people, in the Caribbean, we say, give thanks, Galaxy. See it, because when I say, saying where the station them Pama Island is not saying.
That's right. I got to big up like Theo, everybody's helping, Michael, Lady SC, everybody in the Speakers Club, and all the public who's been giving us the support, all the people who've been buying the book, Alvin in West London, everybody's buying the book. That's how we can make ourselves great.
Yeah, man.
We don't need to copy, and we can escalate. Cause we're the ones who are making like Adidas, all the big fashion designers. We're the ones who are spending the billions on them to keep them, to maintain them. So we just need to follow Marcus Garvey, Amos Wilson, start spending the pounds amongst ourselves.
And they do, it's one thing I can say with our people. Don't care nobody when I said. They always come up to the thing I am. You understand? But what I'm saying, my brethren, right? It's up to the driver of the bus if them taking them in the right direction. Right, you understand? Because when I see the loyalty with certain people give to certain things.
Yeah.
But what they give it to doesn't have the interest at all.
That's right. Say for example, like the Christians who give the loyalty to the Christian church, they haven't got the reasoning skills to see where this leading them, and the profit that they're talking about is not the profit that they think is the profit for the pocket.
You understand?
So the reasoning skills is the key.
For real, and to see how they use these things, because when I say to a people that, as long as life is on this planet Earth, religion could never be the solution. You understand, it could never be the solution. It is the problem.
Because if you look at the planet Earth, we are being maintained by nature. What you can see, feel and take in for nourishment. That's what's maintained. There's no word of somebody's mouth that is gonna give you any nourishment. You have to move with the planet that is giving you life.
It's called farming here. It's called farming, And if you go to a kung fu school, every one of them have their different katas.
Right.
You understand? Different move of how they move, The same thing you see out there, where some of them they will bend down for prayer, that for prayer. But you see, where I and I come from, see it, prayer used to mean our work.
Yes.
You understand the terminology, when a man say, well, he wake up to pray, he wake up to work. Because if you're working for your family, for the betterment of your family and your people, you don't need to say nothing to nobody.
No. And if you look at the word pray, that's when an animal is looking up another animal for its food. It's a hunting thing.
Yeah.
When an animal is praying, it's analysing something to go and take it for food. So when they're putting you in that position of prayer, you have to worry, because when a man in a dress talks about happiness, when a man in a dress talks about happiness and he lift up his skirt, you're going to see a penis. So, and he's putting you in that position so he can use his penis on you.
Happiness.
A penis.
Real. And when
You have to listen to the words what these people are saying.
and then if you look at the way how we, when he said, "Come, let us pray," it's like a vulture, you know. It's like a vulture, because when he said, "Come, let us pray," he's not talking to the audience, you know. He's talking to that force that he represents.
That's right. And when he's talking about resurrection, he's talking about when he lifts up his skirt and he see happiness. That's where's his erection, underneath his skirt.
For real, blood. For real. And today, you can see it coming out, where you find that they are bringing them to trial for some case we gone all 20, 30 years ago. You understand? Because if you are run your thing, and your thing mean that all man is celibate then, you know, but you know that is a lie, because these men them can't hold that.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not a thing where but them run it as I know. See, said nothing no go so.
No, and there was in Scotland, is it? They found that building with 400 bodies of children underneath where the youngs, where the nuns live. 400 bodies of children for orphanage. They run the orphanages.
You know, these are the things in where, so in a way, we are living in a state of illusion.
Yes.
Like I said, under mass hypnosis.
Mass hypnosis. Well, even if you look at the word, the root of the word Hebrew, and I'm taking a Christian, go to because the preacher, I'm telling you where to look, Christians, because the preacher's not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Just get a copy of the New Strong's Exhaustive Coordinates of the Bible by James Strong. Yeah, once again, the New Strong's Exhaustive Coordinates of the Bible, which is by James Strong. It's the large. It has every word in the Bible, and it gives you the Hebrew and the Greek definition, and also the Chaldean definition.
And where then get it from?
You see, so basically, if you look in this under the word Hebrew, I'll give you the coordinates. What the preacher won't give you. You'll see that Hebrew comes from the family of the Herbers. Yeah. And the coordinates for the Hebrew definition is 5680. The coordinates for the definition of Herber, which is where Hebrew comes from, is 2268. Now the coordinate I'm giving you for Herber, which is where Hebrew comes from, is going to give you the Chaldean definition of Hebrew. Right, I'm going to now turn to the Chaldean definition of Hebrew for all the Christian listeners.
No, because you see, you can't find an African definition, you know, because they come out and you see.
Right, the Chaldean definition of the Hebrew definition of Hebrew is a spell to fascinate or charm, a group that gets together to fascinate or charm. So if a book is written in Hebrew, it comes from chaber, which means that's book of spells. This is why you're doing all the chanting on the hymns. You're singing to him, right? You are more taller. You're next to the all. That's why you're called mortal, because you're more to the all. You're singing to him. You're making him mortal. That makes you're making his lies everlasting. It's an everlasting lie. But they talk about everlasting life. What does life mean in go to life in Latin? You see, life comes from livio, which means to envy. So when they're talking about live, they're talking about they envy you.
For real.
So this is a book of spells. The Bible is a book of spells. It's double meaning. Bible means double meaning. Bi means two, like bi-monthly. Bicycle, it means two. Yeah. Bell means the sound or double spirit.
Bisexual.
Bisexual, you know. So basically, it's a book of spells. Hebrew comes from the word chaba, which means a book of spells. This is why they've hooked you on the gospel. And it's Hebrew, brew associated with witches brewing their brew. So basically, this is the thing where when you haven't got the reasoning capacity, you're going to listen to someone who's telling you a story and believe that it's true. And you're not going to ask him for his facts or figures or evidence. And that's the problem with the church. They don't give you the coordinates, the Strong's coordinates. They don't tell you where they got these definitions or these, what training they've had to talk about the story. And a lot of people are blindly giving to the illusion or the spell of the Bible.
serious thing. You just have to go there, because I was showing a brethren. I said it's not about money, blood. Because some man thinks that it's all about money. I said if I want to make some money tomorrow, I'll have to just grab a Bible and go out on the road, blood. What you talk about? So you think I can talk that language? I can even talk it better than many. You understand? But I said I will never go down that road. You understand? To make a fortune after the misery of our people.
That's right.
You understand? So a lot of people talk about, oh, it's the money. Money what? Tomorrow, if me and you go out the road with a Bible, blood, by weekend we drive a Rolls Royce.
Yep. You look some of the most richest people in,
you understand?
In America especially, and in Africa.
You know, look in Africa. Our religion turned the people into a human zoo, where the preacher can have him foot in a woman's stomach. The preacher can have the people out in the pasture eating grass. The preacher can tell a woman to come to church with no knickers, no bra, and all of these things. These things is abuse, yeah.
That's it. And you look at some of them, the biggest houses. Even one of them even wanted his own airline.
That's it.
While the people he's preaching to are living in poverty.
For real, it's the same thing I hear an African brother has said. He doesn't mind paying him Jews. But if he in our community, feed the people, man. You understand?
Right.
You know? I was talking to him, I was down by Twin at the market today, and an elder come there and said she went to a event somewhere, must have U2 or with them one car, U2 or O2 or with them one car.
Yeah.
And she said before the program started, £50.
Wow.
£50.
This is a religious event.
Yeah. £50. You understand? You don't see it. You have them come up and talk about, oh, I have £100 prior. You know, say, these are the kind of con with the con. And we sit down and we said, hey, you must not discriminate against. This is hustling, blood.
Because basically, if you're promoting someone who does miracles, a miracle is when you don't need the money. You'll have the millions, you'll have the cars, you'll have the clothes. You know, means that you do things without money.
Listen, man, when I see these bus pass you with the big crusade them behind the bus, little money take to advertise pan London transport bus. I'm saying that these African preachers we're coming out the country hustle the people. You understand? If we don't stand up, that means that our children, the young people, them is in trouble because they are taking away the mind of the parents.
That's right. Yeah. And there's nothing productive has come out. Nothing productive. As a whole, you haven't got the Christian school. You haven't got the Christian hospital.
Where the supermarket?
Where the Christian supermarket?
Yeah, where they?
Even that. Or even a local off license or a local shop. There's not even one evidence of anything happening.
Whether Christian or black Muslim or Hebrew or what we want to call it, because if we are thinking about the people, whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jews or whatsoever, if we all come together and say we need that out there, we should have put it out there.
That's right.
You understand? You know, but then I mean the people not good.
The people, no.
And the truth me I tell you, blood. So sometimes I would ask them.
Yeah.
Because you say you're where you want to call yourself now. So if you go down and you see another brother fall down, you wouldn't pick him up. And they wouldn't, blood.
No.
They would not, because I've seen Christian coming out of their church and pass other Christian and come out another church down the road and they don't talk to them one another. So who start this division?
That's right.
It's not the young people them started.
No. They've got their own postcode. The Christians got their own postcode.
And them start this little gang violent business because them stay in the building. Imagine, here's a young little youth, went to church with mommy, and here a man pan the rasta and lick down some other people around the corner. How them a go to hell and all of them things they kind of not following where them a follow. So him grew up, with the same kind of things, and realize, them a church people teach division.
And even worse, they give us a psychological complex because they're saying you're a sinner, you're wicked, you're evil. But if your father is supposed to be somebody of greatness, how can he produce something that's evil and wicked? Real. So they're Christianity is giving you a psychological complex where you can't do nothing for yourself.
Because you said we did have a system of Mason. They call it Mason. but it's my son.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
The child that come from the woman.
Right.
So them change it and then give it some fella called parson. You understand? So where you find that you're not coming from that female energy anymore.
No, it's taken out. Yeah, it's
You
a war
understand?
against women, isn't it? Because the Christianity's killed the most females under the guise of being witches.
Yeah, man.
So they've assassinated the most females. That's one of the biggest assassination of women is been taken by Christianity.
And what it do today, children can't assassinate them physically, they assassinate the mind. It's the mind, because what them say the most lonely set a woman them out there now. Black woman is them in the church.
Yeah.
You understand? You know, imagine.
And they're close to nuns who have none.
None.
They want to be none who have nothing.
You know, so the word that where you find, my brethren. You know, see, well, a lot of them don't realize.
Chaba.
Yeah.
Shaba.
You know-
Chaldean word for Hebrew means spell, fascination,
Of course.
charm.
That's what them have them under.
Yeah.
Them have under spell blood, because none of them know what them are give in credence
They're
to.
not checking. They're not checking the facts and the evidence. Synagogue. Agog means to plan and plot. Plotting against sin.
Are plotting with sin.
Plotting with sin. But sin means to think or consider. It means to go beyond. Even in the same coordinates, you can go to the Strong's coordinates. You see, sin means a transgression. Transgression means to go beyond. So I've told you something and you've gone beyond it. You've questioned it. That's all sin. It means to question.
it.
So they're shutting you down by saying don't sin, when sin means to question. The Latin definition of sin, I'll give it straight out. I'll give you the Latin definition of sin, but we've got to get rid of some of these words that they're giving to us to shut us down.
A serious thing, man. You're in tune to the Big G Galaxy, the only de-brainwashing station. Aboo, alongside Jammers in the house, you know.
Right. Sin in Latin is an adversative conditional particle meaning to question. I'll say it again. Sin in Latin is an adversative conditional particle meaning to question. It's against something, to ask if, however, but on the contrary. So when you're sinning, that means you're asking questions. And Christianity says it's wrong to ask questions.
That's why them shut you down.
That's why they shut you
You
down.
know, oh, you can't question that. You can't question that. How can you question Father? Is Father really deal with God or not? This is the kind of thing with them dropping us.
That's right. And there's no evidence that they've got to give you a belief system. That's the first way to becoming blind, deaf and dumb, is when you believe something. You believe it's a good car, so you jump in the car and the car have no brakes and you go and crashing into a tree. Belief is the first step to becoming deaf, dumb and blind. And that's what Christianity gives you, a belief. In the middle of the word belief is a lie.
And it's not only Christianity, religion.
Religion in general.
Religion,
means
blood.
to hold you back, means to tie you back. Re means
You
to
know,
go
see?
back. Legion means from the word legion, means to tie you back to a belief. And once again, I said belief is something when you do something with deaf, dumb and blind. There's no facts, figures or evidence what nature gives you. Nature gives you a fact that if you eat something healthy, you'll heal yourself. If you eat something wrong, you'll kill yourself. So nature gives you the facts, figures and the evidence. This is where all the Christians, all the Hebrews, all the Jews, they all need nature to survive.
For real, you know, see it, you know. From that powerhouse, you know, then somebody give you something synthetic. You understand? It's like they give you a placebo.
The placebo, they give you something artificial.
Artificial.
You know, we come from the heart. If you look at the word earth, take the last letter of the word earth, put it at the front, you see the word heart. So our heart is linked to the earth that we're on. Art is something that you see. It's something that you put on. When you go to an art show, it's something that but on the surface it looks good, but inside there's an empty shell.
And a heart is a very important gift.
That's right.
That's why you have it in your chest.
Yes. And the chest is where you keep
Your
things.
treasure.
Your treasure. And in the word, if you've got a heart, you can produce the real art. And in the middle of the word heart, the three letters in the middle of the word heart is the word ear. So your heart enables you to ear and you can beat your own rhythm.
For real, like, you understand? But that's why you see some people say they don't even have a heart. You know, see it, you know? And it's real when they realize they don't even
Have a heart.
have a heart.
That's right. And all they want is an appearance. A peer is somebody you look up to. Peerage. So you might look up to Chris Brown. You know, so you're going to dress like Chris Brown to get the credits. So you'll have an appearance. So all this society is about appearance. It's trying to look like somebody you think has got value to try and get honor. But underneath the surface, there's nothing.
Wow. I'm going to play an interlude of music and we get back to you in a while. You know, a beautiful vibration. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Rise up to all the people who is listening down there in the Midlands.
So putting the list in.
Yeah.
Remember, listening means to list something and put it into your brain using a mnemonic tool.
Well, rise up caller 0207 193. It's something we can do for we, you know. Now it's a serious thing because if you have a place where people come, people have to come. Because some people now go to a place now unless they even have a new dress. You know? And that place that you go doesn't promote you do for yourself. Then what it do is setting you up, my brethren.
That's right.
You know, see it? It's setting you up to fail.
Yes, and it's giving out the message that they want to promote their propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
So that's true. It's setting you up for failure.
You know?
Yeah.
You look at these African preacher on the stage, you know, and they look like some European con man. You know, see it, you know, the jacket and tie and all of these things, you know, see it, you know. You go all a yard, you have some of the preachers speak like American blood, and he never left the island. No, tell me that.
So they're using the formula to formulate.
That's it.
You know.
That's what they use to train the man.
Yeah, to
send
make
them
you
down
up,
some tape and then sit down and listen this tape and listen this tape.
Listen to brainwashing programs.
That's
to
it.
promote to everybody.
You know?
Preach means to pry in to reach you. Pulpit means to pull you in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they wear a dog collar, because they want to collar you like a dog.
But you said a pulpit. You ever watch that fella there?
Yes, when you turn something into a pulp.
Yeah,
You know?
you ever watch him, the brother there, the magician guy, Daniels?
Oh, Daniel Copperfield.
No, Paul Daniels.
Paul Daniel.
Yeah, you remember when he used to do that trick?
Which one was that one again?
No, when he used to do that, he was a magician.
Yes,
but he
yes,
used to have a rastum.
Yes.
A little pulpit when go behind.
Yes.
But if you look at his one and the church one, it's the same thing. You know? But many of the church one, them, you know, them have all then giant a cocaine cut up around there, you know. So you see when he go down on him knee and he make a and him come out and attack all of these things.
Yeah, like
hit.
He's got the spirit in it.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
it
gives
doesn't.
him the spirit.
So him have to take these things to trick you.
Yeah. And if you look at the thing is, if you get paper and you pulp it, that means you make it manageable, so how you can reform it how you want it.
This is
so
what
you're
I'm
getting
saying.
pulped by the pulp and in the pulpit.
You know, that's what they do, blood. Some of them have, if you notice, a pastor kerchief bigger than anybody kerchief.
Right.
Because sometimes he have that wrap up with all a buckler, you know, the small Martel brandy them. And when him go down on him knee, if he say him, let us pray. When him come up, you want to say this is thing where they be used, my brethren. All you hear them come like say them is some.
Yeah.
You understand? If you want to see the behavior,
Yeah.
if you want to see the behavior of some of these people who are this holy, go to a christening and see the type of music that they play and see how the adult farm ring and watch the little children them a skin out in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
You understand? So in a way, it's a place for paedophile.
Yeah.
You understand?
He said, happiness, beware of a man in a dress who says he wants to give you happiness.
That's it.
Because when he lift up his dress, you'll see that exactly that, happiness.
You understand? The whole thing about, you know, Mother Kirk. If you look on the word church, it's the word Kirk. It's a Scottish word.
All right.
Yeah. And Mother Kirk used to abuse the children them in that building.
Wow.
You understand? Wow. Church is not an African thing.
No, it's not an African word.
It has nothing to do with Asia. They never have church down there. Church is a colonial thing, blood. Because anywhere church go, or house follow. Did you know that?
Wow.
Anywhere church go, or house follow. Because through the priest, them are living lie. Them have him open up these place where they can go and do what they have to do. This is what they do, blood.
And it's just a tactic. Because when it used to be on the TV, all they're doing is giving you a definition of the word. That's simple. That's all they're doing. They say sword, but they just say it. They say sword. Where the sword of Jesus? Chapter 6:57-58. Jesus wore the sword under the word of Damascus. The sword is your life. The sword is the cutting device. Matthew 6, I cut the bread with the sword. When you really check out what they're saying, they're just giving you a dictionary definition of the word sword. That's all they're doing, but they're just putting a spin with the voice of the cocaine and the brandy voice that they use. They say, the sword is the blessing. Jesus chapter 65, Jesus took out the sword and got the blessing. But they're not really
They're not
telling
telling
you
nothing.
nothing.
They're not
It's just,
telling
just get a dictionary, you'll find out these people don't know what they're talking about. They just give
And
you a
what-
dictionary definition.
And what is the oldest profession? Prostitution. I know that the farmer is the oldest profession. Because the farmer did a long time to cultivate the food. But they never have nowhere to farm. Where they gonna farm in the ice glacier environment? You know see it?
Yeah.
You know see it? So what them do, they just club them one another higher. You understand? And today, when you go to that building, so you're going to a club, especially nowadays.
Yeah, you have to listen how it's been formed from the
Yeah,
club.
yeah. So you can come back hype on cocaine or hype on some chemical, because you see when you go to this club and you see like a mirror, there's people behind the mirror, you know. There's people behind the mirror. You're an exhibition, you know, and they're there to pick who they're gonna club tonight. Maybe you escape the club, but somebody don't escape
Club,
it.
that's it. And when you get out, it's formed from people. The club is what they used to beat you with in the
Yeah.
old days. So they formed the club by clubbing people.
And clubbing you.
And if you listen to the word farm, in the word farm is the word arm. So they used to arm themselves to go and attack the other farmer.
That is it. You understand, you know? And them use these things to break you. Because you drop your guard and then put on...
You're taking on their God instead of
man.
keeping up your guard. That's the guard you really need. It's not the God, it's the guard.
And then put on the music that's gonna keep you into a certain spell.
That's right.
You understand? That means that when you come out of the club, all the danger, you can't see danger no more.
Because you just focus on him from the hymn.
That's
that you're
it.
Singing to him, which really should be the hymen, which is the woman, but you got it as the hymn. And you're making him more taller than you.
That's it. You know, it's like everything. We're gonna play an interlude of music and then we get back to the hour. You know, it's 10 minutes to the hour of 7, you know. At 8 o'clock, we have Al Cable and Revivalist movement here. Africa Speak right here on the Big G. But for now, Aboo alongside Jammers. To all the brethren and sistren in Jamaica, taking in the vibes, rise up yourself all the time. Brother Mustafa and all the crew them down there in Senegal. A wonderful vibration all the time, brethren. You know, Brother Patrick in Portmore, Jamaica, a beautiful vibration. And rise up to Brother Kapeni in the compound here in Gambia, taking in the vibes, you know. We are universal. We are galaxy. You know, the only de-brainwashing station. And I'm in the house with the man Jamaz, you know. You know, see it, Speakers Club. You know, see it, and author, lecturer.
I will go that first.
What you mean?
Respect.
You don't see it,
I'm
you
just
know.
one of, as I am, we are, you know.
Yes,
That's
I
the
say
key
go
value,
blood.
you know?
I say go, you don't see it,
So
you know.
that we all can do when we apply ourselves in a certain way, you know. So yeah, I'll just say I was giving some earlier references. I just want to show them that the references I'm taking is from the Christian. You know, we're talking from the Strong's Exhaustive Coordinates of the Bible. The New Strong's Coordinate Exhaustives of the Bible by James Strong, and the word Hebrew is from that book. What I'm taking from that book, which is the book where the preacher will not tell you. Right. So the word Hebrew.
And we have a call here. I could just take this call here. Rise up, caller.
Yes, Sir Hub.
Yes, uncle.
And how are you?
Well, give thanks, uncle.
I'm enjoying what you're playing there, but what I'm thinking about, you understand, that storm that hit the West Indies part, if something going to be done towards it, you understand? I'm listening out, but I don't hear anything yet.
Well, I'm waiting for the organizer, them, you know, because
I see.
when them say something, then we'll continue. You understand? Because we don't really want to go down, ask for something, and we don't know where it's going, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for hear from the organizer, them, and see where is all of these things taking place. Yeah.
Yes, when I said I'm not talking about what in America, you know.
No, I mean, we are saying down there in the Caribbean and them people there.
Yes.
You know, see it, you know. But I know that there's some people over North London doing certain things, but we just have to make the link, you know.
Yeah. All right, then, well, you see, it's a little bit rough for me now because I have missed somebody. One of my dear family died in Rock River, Clarendon. Yeah?
Wow.
Today is the funeral. And one of them just leave from here down to Brixton there. And then with her mom died down there, my cousin. And she gone yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So to contact, well, I contact them down there, send a few pounds down for them, because if things never feel like how it is, that's supposed to be down there.
That's how you go, uncle. That's how you go.
You can't make it, you send what you have.
That's true, man. That's true.
So it's well accepted, you see.
I'll give thanks. And heal up Auntie Beryl for me, you know?
Yes, I will, sir.
You know?
And you will soon see me anyway.
All the time, uncle. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, yeah?
And you look after yourself. You all go on same way. Oh, yes, Darren. So,
Yes.
oh, hold on.
Oh, Auntie Beryl. Rise up. All right, Auntie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. Up and down, Auntie. Up and down. And you?
Oh, I'm not too bad.
That's good, man. That's good.
Just finishing something.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's why I play them coming at your fear, you know?
Oh, gosh, lovely.
All the time, Auntie. Take care, yeah?
Yes, the family all right?
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
That's good. Bye-bye.
All the time. Rise up to Auntie D. Yes, uncle. Take care, yeah?
Yes, take care, careful.
All the time, man.
Okay. She said thank you some more time.
All the time. Rise up there to, you know, our dear uncle, Uncle Bedford, you know, always supporting us, you know. And the man come and pave the way, you know. Yeah. So when we do, and we have to take instruction from them, because if them never come and help pave the way, we couldn't dare, so we had to do certain things. Rise up, brother Kwame.
Yes, sir. Greetings.
Greetings, brother Kwame, calling from Nottingham. Rise up, my brother.
Yeah, rise up, and greetings to your guest as well.
Yeah, man, brother James.
Greetings, brother Kwame.
Yeah, so what the brother has said, right? It shows us how much we've been brainwashed by the society, that we don't really understand certain things, and we allow them to use their language or the way they want to use their language to bamboozle us and put a spell on us.
Exactly.
You know, this religious thing basically is the biggest con ever.
Exactly.
Right?
This is the biggest. You hit it on the head. This is the biggest con ever.
It's the biggest con.
Yes.
Right? There's no Jesus. Jesus does not exist. It's a fraud. Right? The Bible, or what is called the Bible, is a fraud. Yeah. And this whole precepts of what we call Christianity, whether it's catechism, that the Catholics believe in, or this thing about sin, this concept of a sin, which is what a lot of people fear.
You're born in sin and shaping iniquity.
It's unbelievable. As I said, I found it last week, and I'm using their own Strong's exhaustive coordinates of the Bible. This is the Strong's coordinates exhaustive of the Bible, and when you look at the word Hebrew, it comes from herba, which is the coordinate 2266. Cherba means specifically a root word how to join by means of spells or fascinate. That's where the word charmer comes from. Cherba, which is where Hebrew comes from. So it's a book of spells. And this is the Bible coordinates. I said anybody can buy the New Strong's exhaustive coordinates of the Bible and go to reference 266 in the Hebrew. Hebrew comes from Charba, book of spells. They're saying it themselves.
But that's there's different things. There's charmness with language. That's basically, because the English language is a bastardized language anyway. But they've used it in such a way to charm us, right?
That's right.
To get us from who we actually are. And then when you mentioned earlier on about somebody's feast and homosexuality, right? That's the same thing they did to us on the slave plantation, man. They sodomized our children, our black boys and young black girls, sodomized them. Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? And there's some nasty things to them. You get me now? So, I really feel for our people who don't understand that they've been charmed
That's right. They're being charmed, exactly. And it's Kaaba. The name is Kaaba. That's where the Kaaba comes from. Kaaba. It's the same. It's the same Kaaba. That's where it comes. That's the original name of the word Hebrew. Comes from Ibri, Kaaba, Kabbalah. So and that's where the word charmer comes from. So it's ka.
And the one with the charmer. The one with the charmer.
And them trick the people. Like them man. Them a tell you that is the snake is the charmer, but the snake don't do nothing.
The snake is the charmer of the snake.
You know, see, it's them. It's them.
That's the key, because the snake always has a charmer with it. No, so that's the key.
No. What them do?
Yeah.
What them do? Them set up the snake.
Yes.
You understand? Because without the snake, we all have a snake in us.
Yes.
But
they have a snake charmer. That's what they use. That's what it symbolizes to charm the spirit in us.
That's it.
So you just broke it down. The snake is our spirit.
Yes.
Because the snake works off tones and vibrations, just like the cat. It's our instinctive spirit. But they've managed to just like the snake charmer. They've managed to charm the people.
Yeah.
Under heavy hypnosis.
Fighting off the serpent, which is your spirit.
Yeah.
Because pent means to hold your serpent. So you've got your own serpent in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, brother Kwame.
This hellfire nonsense. That why if you try and undo the charmer, right? Hellfire waits you.
Well, the thing is, hell comes from Helios, which means fire. So we should be running towards hell, because fire is our source of life. The Ra.
Part of the element.
Yeah, it's our element. It's a key element. Helios. So that hell is where we should be running to.
So all that this man has done, man, just turned everything upside down.
Exactly, that's the key thing. They've reversed it all.
Of course, if you understand, like you say, the keys to crack the code. When you do them, you do their spell on you. You do their charm on you, and you become the person that you're meant to be, not a slave to the charms and trickster of this wicked con artist. That's what he is, a con artist.
Definitely. And using that book, the double talking book as his vehicle.
That's why him always give you a fellowship, Him fell so low to put up on the ship.
That's it.
Last thing I say is that one of my elders in Ghana, right, told me that this man operates by three things, by three things, by lies, deceit, and trickery.
Yes, that's it.
That's what they do.
That's it, and that comes from their philosophy of the god of war. We didn't have a god of war. They've got a god of war called Ares, and his two sons were exactly what you said: fear, propaganda. And the sister and the daughter was the one who done the charming.
Yeah, man.
So that is their philosophy.
You said, their main prophet is a fella called Machiavelli. See, because you deal with feudalism now, A lot of people doesn't understand the whole
key.
Yeah, most of these politicians, preachers, and all of them is Machiavelli is there.
Of course.
You understand?
What do you think this Brexit thing is, man? That's a Machiavellian thing, man. Brexit thing, man.
For real, feudalism.
You know what I mean? The feudalism, man. Right, and the voice of this is even in the Middle Ages, the Stone Ages, during the Victorian era, the Tudor era, the so-called Napoleonic era, this is feuding, man. They've always been feuding, man. Anyway.
Well, Brother Kwame, give thanks here. Give thanks.
Give thanks, Brother Kwame.
Rise up all the time, Brother Kwame, down there in Nottingham, So all the people in Nottingham taking in the vibes,
Yeah, and what you said is a feudal, because basically that's why they give you a toll. And that's and you're always told what to do. And when you've been told, that means you've been given a charge. If you mess up the words of told, you get the word dolt. So that means you've been fooled as a dolt to be playing a toll. That's why you've been told.
No, it's a serious thing when you start to.
This is their big business,
To understand the whole thing that you're talking about. You understand, because we are dealing with like the English language.
Yeah.
You understand? But certain letters that they were using, say yesterday, it changed today.
They changed today.
Because if you notice the V used to call you.
That's right.
That's why you have a W.
Exactly.
That look like.
And they call it connotative. And that means they've conned you. You've conned the sound. They've changed the sound. That's it. So that it is a. That's right. That's what, and they're tricking you with that.
Yeah, so if you don't know where things is moving from, you know, teach.
If you don't know the route, and the route will show you where to. When you're driving a car, and you know the route, you know where to go. But if you're not being shown the route, then you're being lied to. You've been sending a direction, and dire means when you're in trouble, dire circumstances. You know.
Ever get that sap now?
That's it. That's it's an equivocal language. That means whatever they say is right. So when they say wicked, it can mean bad and it can mean good. If you know the law, what you say counts. You know. So it's a language basically of trickery.
You know, I was watching the television and I hear them say in what them said in British Virgin Island and American, and I said, have they really listened themselves? You understand? You know, you're here thousands of miles. You know, see it. You know, stretching a tentacle. You know, causing other people's life misery. You understand? You know, and we don't realize to see that everywhere they go, they leave that stench of, you know, see it, you know. Cause remember, you know, those people were living good in India, you know, before they go there, you know, and when they left, you have to have Pakistan, Ghana. So this is what they do. They do the same thing in Africa. Now you have the Biafra and the Nigeria and them, and everybody's fighting. Wanna fight? Look in Cameroon. Wanna fight to be British and wanna fight to be French. So this is what they do.
Well, if you look at the whole of the dictionary, what do? They define things. Something was fine in the first place, and they brought it down to corruption.
Yeah. You know, see it. And the whole thing, if we don't examine certain things, a lot of us, we sit here. I mean, a lot of people said, oh, look at the African them a war. And I said, no, that's not an African war.
Exactly.
You know, that's a proxy. Because if a man with a Kalashnikov rifle have Manchester United t-shirt on, that means it's not fighting. Man are fighting Adidas, Puma and all of them things.
Right. And if you look at who is in the army, you'll find it's not Africans in the army.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, this is what they do. You know, see, they turn them into killing machine.
That's right, and it's divide and conquer. That is the key. You know, they'll come in and give someone some money or give them a name to aspire to, and look at the other person and give. It's an old trick that they're still using now. We've got to stop being fooled by it now.
Well, that's why there's salvation of our army.
Yeah, the salvation of our army. Yeah, and their AIDS gives you AIDS.
I see. I have to rise up to the people them down there in South Africa, because they come up with a good way, you know. They said, for your HIV positive, I'm gonna tattoo you near your genital parts.
That's a good one.
You're gonna get a tattoo. You understand, for sure that you are HIV. You know, see. But I always said in every country that colonized, them should have a mass clinic at the airport. And everyone that is coming into the country, all Wazungu, you test him too.
See, the problem is that a disease will spring out of nowhere, and they know the name for it.
Yeah.
So they must have created like Ebola. How do they know that's called Ebola?
Yeah.
They must have created it in the laboratory already.
Incubated, man.
You know, how can you know the name? You come out, you see a disease and you got the name for it already.
They incubated. Because that is one of the main weapon.
Yeah.
You know, see, them and they bring our disease, go give us our Indian in a blanket in a blood.
And I just want to break down the breakdown of the word Ebola. You look at the letters, it means lobe, like your earlobe. It's something they're gonna tell to spread fear.
For real. And sometimes when you have a blockage in your ears, all your nose get black, all your speech gone, the whole thing. Yeah. You understand? So they use these things, blood. You know, see, and then wrap it. They wrap it under this religious thing. You know? Because what they do, them have the people, when you say when they go down about them, feed the people, you want looking at the bottom of the bowl, it marked Jesus save.
Yeah. And then you look what they've dashed away compared to what
you understand what I'm saying?
And then you look what wages the people are on who are promoting all of these charities. You know, and you find out who the money's going to.
That's why I'm telling the truth, blood. These African, whether they're in the Caribbean or in the motherland, with the them thing there, I have no respect for them. I just see them as a overseer. I just see they're all overseer, blood. They're over here, they're over there, carrying out the man work.
That's it.
You understand?
Their ideology is that he's God.
I mean, I hear a sister, I was speaking to a sister from Jamaica, Sister Maureen, Rise Up Herself. I was talking about taking responsibility. And you said, yes, that's what they're doing. They're taking responsibility for master thing.
Yes.
But they ain't taking responsibility for you.
No.
And this is what I'm saying.
That's it. You're going to fight against your own species. You're going to fight against your own species.
You understand? We are dealing with her own African spirituality. It's hard for her to even get a visa come here. But for you to talk about Jesus, it woke them up because they know that you're not.
You're brainwashed.
Yeah, you're damn brainwasher, and I'm telling you, blood, that this is no joke. Me I tell you, jammers.
This is the key element that's been destroying our communities.
You understand?
They found the key. As I said, they're not using the sword no more. Because they find they can brainwash you with the
Simple.
pen. Just put it in a book, and you don't have no resistance. You don't have no. They would be slaves for all eternity because they would be teaching their children how to be brainwashed as well. So this is an everlasting brainwashing they give
And
you.
that is what they do.
That's what they do. They're giving you an everlasting life. And what does life mean? I said in Latin, life means to envy. So they're going to envy you against who they are.
Yeah, because, and you said the whole thing about he used the word again, because if your God is a jealous God.
That's right.
You know, so them said, if you have a corrupted leader, you will have a lot of misinformed devotee.
Yeah, if he's jealous, that's it. You're going to live, because live means to envy.
But that's what
You know, alive. Look at the word alive. You see the word lie in it.
the most jealous set of people, them is these set of people here. You know, them always want what the Joneses have. Listen, if you look on the whole thing, my brother.
Yeah, it's true. When they go to church, you see how they dress up in their best clothes. Look, they're not going there to look like the next person. They want to outdo them with the dress.
Because the God is jealous, blood.
Yes.
The entity that they buy into. You understand? Because it's not real, you know, it's not for them.
Because you look at the story, Cain and Abel, two brothers, and the God favored one of the brothers to the other.
You understand what I'm saying?
That called him to kill his brother, because his God was jealous. Show respect to one and not the other.
And today is the same thing. Because if you look on the old narratives, when a man tell you that God destroy a whole city, you know, here is because we are talking about we are talking about the Almighty.
Yeah.
You know see it, you know. You know see it. But them call it say a God, right? I'm gonna tell you why the Almighty never destroyed the city. You know see it. It was some man do it. You understand? You know, it's man do these things.
And try and blame it.
Right. Because if the Almighty can take you out anytime, you know, if you destroy a whole city, if you take you out, the little criminal.
That's right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So what they do, they destroy it. Because everything, most of the thing that you read in the Bible is their intention, what they're gonna do to you.
Yeah, it's an allegory, so it's a metaphor.
There is no evidence to show that there was no slavery taking place in Egypt. But people run with that narrative because Hollywood mold it in their mind that it did take place. But there is no historical evidence to prove that. You understand? You know? You can find, I tell you straight, you even find a tomb from Kemet how many thousands of years ago, and after the flood you can't even find one of these biblical character grave. There's nothing, they never exist, blood, and this is what we are running with. We are running with a placebo. The Bible tells you that it's allegory. You know, the flood of Noah never exists. We take that tale from the saga of forgot the word you know, but them take that story from another story.
Yeah, like Set and Heru.
Yeah,
Cain and Abel,
they take the story.
You know, Mother Mary is well taken away.
That's what they do. You understand? But you see, true, you have people out there with a piece of paper so that they are certified. You know? And them have a doctorate in theology. And them have a master in all of these things. And you ask, who give it to you? And you realize that it's the man who enslave your blood.
I'll put an allegory now. Imagine in the year 3000 century, they find a Superman comic. And they see this man can fly. And he's, you know, so they all start worshipping this Superman because they want him to save us. And him never turn up. Okay?
Same thing.
It's just a comic.
You know, see, you know, will you talk about the Superman comic? I tell you, in the next time, never mind, if the BBC is still around, them start worshipping that. Because it's an entity, blood. It's an entity. Remember, you know, for Jesus to come on the scene, at that conference, Nicaea conference, they wall up there and say, all who in favor. That's how it go. That's how it going on.
Is it Nicaea? Then they had that conference too, because Jesus
Nicaea.
Nicaea. He never called himself a Christian.
You understand?
They decided that name in the conference after he had died.
Real. Just as though they sit down and scramble for Africa. That's what they do.
Yeah, and he's walk on water. When one of them ministers tried to walk on water, what happened to him? Him drowned.
You look at the whole thing, Jamat, it's there right there, right? Wazungu run Catholic, Wazungu run Methodist, Wazungu run, Anglican. Because if you're in the thing and you feel upset with it, then you go up on a different method.
Yeah, that's it. Methodology, that's it.
Or you go up on a different angle.
That's right.
Or you go up on a different practice. But it's the same people, them, same brother them.
Same brother. And the thing is, a lot of people are there, like in this religion, and they're saying black power, black. But if you look at the person who created the methodology behind it, the key, you'll see they're following some white man.
Of course, blood. Because all of the religion them set up by Wazungu. And you know, see when Charles T. Russell did, then give him a Freemason funeral. A lot of people don't know these things. You know, see it,
and it's the same with the fashion. You see who created all of these fashion.
All of these things.
They're all created by it.
You know, see it. You know, sex, law, entertainment, religion, it's set up by the same set of gangster them. It's a gangster thing.
Yeah.
That's why Henry VIII have some problem when he decides to set up him one thing. You know, see, because the Godfather said, where you going with the Henry? And Henry said, boy, I may not get enough for you to spoil a war. Yeah. You understand?
And if you put the word God and you put the word Pope together, you'll find out what the whole thing is. You'll have God and Pope stands for Father.
Yeah, of course.
So you have God, Father.
It's the same thing.
Same mafia thing.
Same mafia thing, yeah. You know, still have the same old Godfather thing.
Yeah, same. And if you look at the word family, you see the word familiar in it, which is F-A-M. Look at the word mafia, you see M-A-F. It's the opposite of being a family.
See, my thing is this, Yes, me no feel afraid again, Me used to feel that, Yeah. In some cases there is, but in the majority of cases, as the Iroquois always say, them don't know.
Serious.
For real.
Them don't fit to know, them don't know.
True, blood.
Yeah, for real. It's for real. That's true. That's true. You know, that's true. Yeah.
Yes.
And you see, a lot of them is educated. You see, we ponder this word around. Yeah? And we go into the Greek or the Latin terminology of it to read that which to bring out, but not bring out of them. You understand?
Yeah.
It's pure training them get.
Yeah.
Dr. Ben said, when you go to them university, it's not education you get, it's training.
Indoctrination,
yeah.
Yes, you follow me?
Yes.
May I say?
May I hear your blood?
What they need to do now, you see, what we need to do is come with some Africology.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
And Africation.
Yes.
You understand me? I say? And they need to Africate themselves. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
They go there with a Eurocentric mentality to everything. See? So the Eurocentric mentality tell them, say, well, boy, when you learn this skill you know, see, you're going to take this skill you know, and you're going to go in a master thing, and you're just going to tap up master. You're not going to do nothing, right, to educate or to Africate your people them, or to liberate your people them. Everything that you're doing, you're supporting the very same system that helps to suppress you.
Yes.
See? You follow me, Dewey?
True, man.
Yes, right.
This is not saying that people mustn't. Some people are born for work, so it go,
That's true, blood. That's true.
People are born to take order.
Yeah, man.
And some people born and can't take no order.
That's true.
Well, me the latter.
That's true, blood.
Yeah, because me can't take, nobody will tell me nothing.
Because they never break you. They never break you as a cult. So they could never break you as a man, blood. You know, see?
See the thing? Well, I would say, no, them did program me, but I malfunction. You understand?
Yes,
for me, because remember, so the whole of it go through the programming,
Then me I tell you.
Coding, You don't have your code a computer.
That's true, man.
Go through the coding, But what happens is, something happens to fluid coding where we just malfunction. So us even having this conversation and breaking down these kind of definitions and creating our own definition.
Real blood.
The real definition.
Real definition.
So it's not here, it's real.
Why should we be using everything to define who we are? When we are right contract,
exactly.
when we are right constitution, everything has to be the way them say it figure.
Exactly.
On that. Yeah? How could we, the people them,
real.
who have said we there so long, and we want to postulate ourselves about great Zimbabwe, when Mali, Songhai, Kemet, Kush. And then when we're doing our own things now, we're using their terminology. I don't know why I can't be there.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, when them come where we there, we don't feel with this, let them do, them change it.
That's true blood.
Yeah?
True.
So I don't use that definition no more when I'm talking to you them about it. I don't use education no more. Africation, me.
Yeah, we like that one there, yeah.
Africate them.
That's true blood.
I like that one there.
And what I mean by Africate, I mean somebody who is an African, yeah, that goes to a learning institution. For these universities and colleges, they are learning institutions. Whether they're to brainwash you or not, but you can go there, you can learn to be an architect, you can learn to be a geneticist, right? You can learn to be somebody in robotics, engineering. There's a vast amount of different skills you get at these institutions. It's what you do with the skill once you come out of these institutions. It's like these people them who want to come tell me, oh, we can't make money. And you can't make this and all you have to do is this. And that. But I know, them why you for come at them why you for come and see them seminar.
Yes.
And I charge them
big money.
Rockstone money.
10%.
Me I say to myself, if me now, the divide away with me can make millions. It was easy. Why me I charge you?
Yeah.
To show you how to do it.
True blood.
The science.
Yeah, not because people it's a simple mathematics. It's the most beautiful subject in the world. It's maths and history. I don't take away. Simple. Why if I know how to make billions? Yeah? Me, you for pay me. To train me to make the billion. You know, they show me for this, I go on through because where's the money that if you make now? It's a car.
Sound like a pimp.
You understand what I say? Okay. So, if I don't trust nothing white man tell me, nothing. I don't believe him. Yeah? And that's not based upon no kind of hate or bigotry thing. It's based upon the evidence.
I see you as big man. You know?
The UN, everybody, make up nice. You hear them on NBC and all things. Of course, I'm Kim Bong-Kung. Where his name is? From North Korea.
I don't know the fella. None of them know him.
I hear the journal. But here what? I would trust him more than Trump. Because North Korea ain't got no, they've got no of dropping a weapon of mass destruction on any place. America has though. Yeah? United States have. They didn't do it once, they did it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah? They never do it once enough. And once them do it enough, them do it twice.
Real.
Yeah? France has, they kill marine life. I explode whole atomic bomb underneath the Pacific. Britain do it in Australia.
Yeah.
Right? Pakistan, India, the whole of them are listen, not because they never kill human beings, you know, but they kill creatures. So we all, every creature have a right on planet Earth, you know.
That's true blood.
You understand?
That's true.
So the fish them and the marine life can't defend themselves. Yeah? Because this kind of a man. Yeah? Because them is not even humans, they don't care what they want, so them is aliens.
We call them heavy heart people.
You understand? So it's just I don't want to beat up the people because see, when people don't know that they don't know.
Yes.
You understand? It's like for example, the people when them say people have sidetracked problems, what them do?
then put them in a psychiatric hospital
Mm-hmm.
and give them treatment. So what we have to do now is create the Africated hospital,
Yes.
right, to treat them with some Africation. Instead of medication.
A serious thing, my brethren. Give thanks, prophet.
Hold on, the prophet. Hold on.
No, Naya. What you want prophet to hold on for?
I want to ask him a question.
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Yeah, I was at Renault Co. His lecture in Tottenham.
Oh yeah, that was heavy. I was there as well. Heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and basically he was saying about this race thing, right? He was talking about the Hindu religion, yeah. And he was saying that's the only religion that actually has race, the caste system built into its religion.
Yes.
Now, yes,
that's
sir.
Correct.
And he said the Aryans actually, they actually just jumped on it, and basically because what he was saying is that it was a work system. So if you're a carpenter, or like a coal miner, or the accountant, like what you're saying, there was different caste systems here. But when the Aryans come, they actually did that so the lower the work, if you was a toilet cleaner, it would be the darker people.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
That area, that whole area was called the Indus Valley. Yeah, it was a particular, it was an African civilization originally. Yeah, and the invasion from the Aryans came from the Caucasus. They came from the north, and I mean we're showing in it, but in over a period of a few hundred years. Yeah, they were able to dominate the darker you people in that area. And then they came a thing they call Shaivism. Hinduism is a mixture of Shaivism and I don't want to. But anyway, it's the two different practices. And what you see they do, they've taken some of the African religious spiritual practices. So for example, in India, if you knock down a cow, you go jail. You can't do nothing to a cow. The cow is
sacred.
Sacred deities of the.
But Kweko, it's the same thing you say if you lick down a dog, you know.
But true. But the dog was sacred. He came as Anubis.
Yeah, you always say the cow secret to you, know.
Yeah, the cow was sacred as Hathor. Yeah, right. The cat was sacred as goddess Basset.
Yeah, man. For real.
But
yeah, that's how them love puss.
But Prophet, right? Prophet.
Yeah.
Why I mentioned that, right, is because the Aryans, right, have got that. What their skill is actually going into places and actually exploiting the differences. Yeah. That is their skill. So
they're deceivers.
Go ahead.
The master deceivers.
So what I'm trying to say is what you're saying. What is the difference? If we know this, right? What is the difference between today? They have gone into communicate. I know people. A cabman told me in Iraq where they went to this village, and then 1 minute it was one village, right? And then they drew a line in his village, and then he was fighting his brother on the other side.
Well, then have to even go in there. They're going to send one of you.
Yeah, the greatest weapon that the European has, this is his master weapon, is to divide and conquer. He comes back as a peacemaker. What that says to me is that the inhabitants of wherever they get to are either
Say that again, bro.
Inhabitants. So, for example, they went into Africa. Many parts of Africa.
Sheep.
There's a lot of sheep people. But what it is, you have a particular group that for centuries they've been the royal family or they've been the scribes, Africans and things like that. And then some people, in every culture, you'll have a bit of disharmony. Yeah, somebody that is upset about something, they want to change things. Yeah, but in general, there are mechanisms to deal with that.
Yeah, but to my understanding, yeah, sorry to interrupt you there, right? But from my understanding, the system where in Kemet was the majority of the people. If you can feed if the people don't have to eat, find a way to eat and shelter and survive, right? If you provide those basic services, then they will have time to actually philosophize.
Naya,
to the start.
Naya, you have his latest book.
Which
Rashid, to the lecture that you'd go. You have, because when I hear these things, that you have to go do your research now, you know. You understand? You have to go do some research now. You understand?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, when you start to do your,
this book.
you say you went to see
Yeah, at Tottenham, yeah.
But this is what I'm saying, you know. Did you pick up a book when you're leaving?
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Go through it, do some research. You understand, you know? And then when I hear you back, we can just really deal with some things right now, yeah?
I see what I say, yeah.
You know, see.
One for the child, he's got his first book for the children, you know?
And try get yourself a copy of Etymology also.
Which one?
Etymology, the roots of words, because that would also open the key to the lock as well.
Yes, yes, we see we see the brother yesterday, you know.
Well, there you are.
Yeah, respect. I must have seen you yesterday. You're still, yeah.
Yeah.
What I want to just say to you on that is Aryan, yeah. That word means nobility. So that word doesn't really apply to them anyway because they're not noble. They're alienated, and alienated is a nature. You know, so when you're alienated from nature, you're gonna act in a way that's gonna attack everything you come around because you're used to a scarcity. So scarcity is in your nature. So everything you're gonna do, you're gonna attack what's around you. So they're trying to take the word Aryan, but it doesn't apply to them. They're trying to take the word European, but European comes from Europea, which is Phoenician. So most of the words that they attach to themselves doesn't apply to them. You have to look at their nature, and their nature is something from scarcity that's coming to destroy you.
Wazungu. You know, Naya, rise up yourself, my brethren. Rise up.
Yeah. Big up to brother Doug.
Prophet.
Dougie and go ahead.
Prophet.
Yeah, we'll give thanks and with the reasoning and things like that.
And rise up, my brethren. Rise up to the reparation committee. You know?
Yes, man, every time.
Each and every one, you know? All the time, my brethren. Rise up all the time to the Prophet Kwaku. And Naya, whole heap of vibration. Beautiful vibration.
I have to take that word Africation, man. That's a key word. Big up for that word. I have to put that into my vocabulary now. Africation.
You know, see it, you know. You see the reason why the things them where we have fight for, we not gonna get it, you know, because we have fight for human right. You understand, you know? You know, and we are not human being, we are natural beings, so we have to fight for our natural right.
Natural right.
You know, because a human being do this to natural being.
Yeah.
You understand, you know? And this way we are, because we are run with their narrative. You know, people want their human rights. You know? You know? So I want my natural rights.
Natural, yeah.
You know, see it, you know?
The right to be natural.
You know, see it.
That's the whole thing of Western society is against being natural.
That's it. That's why they come to you with alternative things. Alternative medicine,
yeah.
Alternative lifestyle, all this thing. Nick from over North London, what say you?
Yes, rise up, brother Aboo.
Rise up.
Come, brother Jamal.
Respect.
Rise up, you know what I mean? Rise up the whole movement, you know what I mean? Brother Dougie and everyone, SLR, everybody, rise them up, yeah man. Speakers Club and rise up the committee.
Yeah, respect.
Committee, rise up Prophet Kwaku, rise up. You know, brother Jamal, you've been doing this for a while, quite a while now. We hear the name Brother Jammers and we know what you're about. How many books have you actually authored?
I've written 3 books, you know, and I'm setting up, as I said, the Mastermind Intelligence Centre now, where we'll be able to increase our own intelligence our way with the right application, and as the brother said, and we'll be able to give ourselves. I don't want to even call it a certificate, but I'll give it an award for our progress. So we become the authors, and have you see the authorize, and you authorize when you authorize. So when you can be the scribe and write things, and then you become the author, you become the person that gives the awards out yourself, and that's what we want to put our position is, that we can recognize ourselves for our works, you know, and take away the program that we've been programmed in.
You're very unique in what you're doing, because I don't know anybody else in the UK is talking what you're talking about, the words, the meaning of it, breaking it down, all these kind of things, the tones, vibrations and sound. I don't know anybody else. All we know is Brother Jammers. It's Brother Jammers. Who's the etymology man? Brother Jammers. You know what I mean? He's the one talking about this, because I think you should be bigger than...
Give it 18 months. Give it 18 months and you have the barbershop culture.
We'd have another terrorizer, because I know that nobody was talking about etymology before. I know this station started it, and we put an event on etymology, but I know even they could never put an event on. And we had the local community coming out on a lecture on etymology. I don't think that's never been done before. But basically, I'm just the vehicle. There's a message that's greater, you know, that's coming through. I'm just happy that I'm part of the process, you know, that I'm in a position where we've got in us, we have our own mastermind intelligence, you know. So you just need to tap into it and it will come out. You know, as I am, we are.
The thing, you think where I like with him, Jamas, my virgin, we are getting involved with the brother. He's not in the hustling, man. You understand? It's not in the hustling. I see many come after and they just not the hustling, and I'm sick and tired of them with their damn little hustling. Yeah, man, I come here and tell me about, oh, Aboo, you know, I have 5 houses, you know. I don't mind you have that, but what have you give to the community? You know, what have you sacrificed really? You have 5 houses, I never sacrifice one for the community. And every day you want to keep up. You know, I'm having a workshop in them. I said those things that workhouse blood. You understand?
You know what? My man sing them song, Otis Redding and Sam Cooke. A change is gonna come.
Of course, it's gonna come.
This man will reach, you know, I mean, millionaire status, and the change will be a turnaround. We're gonna turn the tables, you know what I mean, and help people, everything like that. So, and Brother Jammers, I wrote a poem for you. You know the poem that I'm gonna write. I never recited. I don't know if I've recited it on Galaxy before.
Go on, let me hear it.
So, yeah,
go on.
Yeah, man. Brother Jammers is the etymology man who most assuredly can analyze, break down tones, vibrations, sound. He'll also find the true meaning behind syllables, adjectives, and verbs and signs. The only problem is that he might be an objection to this selection of self-descriptive words here mentioned, which may characteristically, more than likely, describe his own personality. Such words which I, Brother Nick, have listed are gifted, also humble, intelligent, bright, thoughtful, skillful, polite. Brother Jammers is not often vexed. He's hard-working, generous, and committed to all of his projects. He's true to all the family and others, and that's the man we all come to understand as Yammers. I mean, Brother Jammers.
Big one, nigga, all the time.
Yeah, but come down on Sunday and perform that for me, man. Come down on Sunday and perform that for me. That's heavy. Wow.
Yeah, man, respect, you know. And rise up, Nick. Have a wonderful vibes, yes?
Yeah, man, yeah. Can I just ask Brother Jammers one last question?
Go on.
What's the response that you get from the work that you're doing from the people? I mean, you know, can you see it's growing and, you know, I mean, you know, how do you...
Yeah, it's growing faster than I can keep up at the moment still, you know. It's growing faster than I can keep up, but I'm trying my best to fulfill everything that I've said I'm going to do, you know. So there's a lot of people waiting for the books. The books are coming, and I'm just thankful that, you know, this is opening people's eyes, and as I said, the truth will set you free. You know, when you understand what the truth is, inside the word true is the word teru, and teru means to envy. So anything that we do, they envy it. And once you understand the person next to you, if he's not of your kind, he's looking at you with envy, then you know what moves to make. And that's what we're doing right here on Galaxy. We're making our own moves. We're finding ourselves. We're not defining, we're refining ourselves, and we're setting our own trend. You know, the key, what we need our supporters to do is start to invest in us, rather than investing in someone other than themselves, you know. So all we need is your support, you know, and that's it. We're gonna grow. We're gonna become what we are, what we're supposed to be, and achieve our destiny and our full potential. Marcus Garvey,
Great.
Amos Wilson, that's what
Yeah.
we're about. Invest in
Keep
yourself.
coming through the door, man. Keep coming through the door, and Galaxy keep promoting the brother. Give thanks, respect, brother. Yeah, man.
Rise up, brother Nick.
Respect
Beautiful
every time.
vibration.
Thanks for that.
And make we give them a rundown again and say the Speakers Club, you know, Sunday the 24th of September, time from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. You know, venue, the Bernie Grant Arts Centre, you know, and that's Town Hall Approach Road N15 4RX. Free entry with this VIP invite without £3. That's reasonable.
And
That's
what it
reasonable.
is, you see, because the topic is how to win arguments.
Mm-hmm.
If you can come with a good argument at the door, you might get yourself in for free.
For real. For real. And the beauty about it, you know, after everybody speak, you know, there's price to one, you know, 'cause people always leave from there with something.
That's it.
So,
right.
it's not like say you for nothing.
No, and we like
You
to
know?
feed our people who've taken the time to come out. So there's going to be food from Uptown Cuisine.
Yeah, man. My
And-
favorite restaurant.
And drink as well. So all you have to do is just bring yourself, and then you can help yourself by helping yourself to the food and drink, and helping yourself to acquire the art of speaking our way. We're not showing you the westernized way where you can't raise your hands up or you can't show emotion. We're showing you that emotion is your power, you know, and giving you the ability to speak and make your point in the quickest time possible.
Yeah, man, and it's a beautiful place when they come and see how people speak. I mean, some of them go over the top. Some of them forgot what 60 seconds is all about. And they don't realize that it's a very skillful thing.
Yeah.
When you can download what you want to download in 60 seconds. You know, see, because you start to think more rapid.
Yes.
You know, how much of us go out on the road and even the BBC come around and from then stick the mic in there, you could become dumb.
Yep.
You understand, you know? So we have
That's
to be
it.
alert.
We're alert, because we think you win a job, you get in a relationship on the first words that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, man.
You know, so much life and death or making money just is by the words that come out of your mouth. If you use the right words at the right time, you can change people's mind. You know?
Real, man.
So that is the key. If you look at the word speak, it's got the word peak in it. So by the use of your voice and your tones, you can achieve your full potential. And the most important thing is we need to get the messages to our youth as well.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful vibration. And once again, I want to rise up sickle cell cause, Sister Samantha, over there down in the capital. A wonderful vibration, because this month is Sickle Cell Awareness Month.
Wow.
You know, and we should, we should really be aware, you know, see it and care about the sufferers, them, and the people. Make it affect all of us.
That's right. We have to give to ourselves. When you're giving to them, you're giving to ourselves. So we have to stop giving to traders because they come to raid us, you know, and start investing in ourselves.
We have a call here. Rise up, caller.
Yes, we call back, you know.
Yes.
Respect.
Yeah, no, I apologize. Can we come in at the camp? We never lost our jammers, you know. Jammers give me a free ticket, you know. See?
Respect. Respect.
Yeah, we never lost it. We come in at the thing with profit here, you know. So,
That's how it go, man.
Respect, go, man.
That's how it
Respect.
go.
I apologize.
No, man. Come down on Sunday, man.
Yeah, man, pass down on Sunday.
Give me a free ticket still, you know. So, we have to come down and, yeah, see what I go on still, you know. So, big up jammers.
Respect. I realize it. Respect.
And I have some ticket here, you know. So if anybody want ticket, you know, just give me a call. Or go down by Delani. I will leave them there, you know. That's how it go. You understand?
Let's make ourselves great. Don't wait or hesitate or leave it too late.
Respect to jammers and doggies, yeah. I come down to some. So, when how it runs, so you just take up the mic and.
Well, what's going to happen if we've got BAP with some fine actors? They're going to act out an argument scene. So the BAP is going to come on, act out an argument scene. And it's from you, the audience, to say what you think. You've got a minute. There's a clock going to give you a minute to speak. You can speak as many times as you want, but you have a minute to say your piece. You see.
What kind of security you have there, man? Because I don't want to just chuck out.
No, man.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all
good
good.
security, man.
Yeah, good security there.
You know? Because we not search you know, you search yourself.
See?
Yeah, and what you have the panel. So you say your piece, and then the panel will comment, and the best speakers win a prize, and then it's free food and drink. You know, to help you think.
Okay.
And if you have your thing to plug, you can go up there and plug
That's
it. You
it.
understand?
We've got a thing called What's Your Hustle. So So you got 60 seconds to say what you what you do or what your business is, and you can win a prize for that as well.
When is this?
It's this Sunday, from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. So Sunday the 24th, this Sunday, from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. And it's at the Bernie Grant Art Centre, which is Town Hall Road, N15 4RX, not far from Seven Sisters Tube Station, which is the Victoria line.
Yeah, I'm a local art centre for that, man.
If you want to find out more as well, just go to YouTube and type in the Speakers Club, and you can see what we do there as well. We're number one in YouTube. And we're moving up Google. They don't like it, but we're moving up. Anytime we hit the first page on Google, it's worries that we've taken over.
And bring some people.
Anything we do there, the other media, they want to run with it. Remember when they do the hustle? Quick time, well, that's it.
Yeah, they even when I saw here on BBC Radio, they wanted to find out what we were doing still, you know. And also the new features now, we're going to be doing lessons on how to win arguments as well. So you can text us, anybody want to come to one of the lessons, 07497 069702. Once again, 07497 069702. If you want to come to one of the lessons on how to win the argument, contact us there. Respect.
We're not to win arguments.
We'll come and share the knowledge, you know.
We're not going to sell that part here.
Come and share the knowledge, you know. That's what we need, you know. We need to get it to our youth, you know, so they can win the arguments with the mouth and not take out the knife or the gun out, you know.
True.
So yeah, if you got the knowledge of how to do it, come down and share. Respect.
Beautiful vibration. Rise up. And I want to rise up Sister Juliet down there in what WAG.
Yes.
Working Action Group, you know. And what you doing with the boss. You know, seeing for the homeless, you know, so because if we not do those things, and she need your support, you know, she need all of us support, you know, as I said, you know, you have Christian who is homeless, Muslim, all different type of people is homeless, and so don't matter things say, well, there's a special place in heaven for you, you know, like that, you know, see, this we got to do for we, and stop run with the whole narrative,
that's it,
you know, see, of other people things, you know, see it, you know. So Sister Juliet, wherever you are, alongside your husband and the family, just keep on do the work, sis.
Big up Juliet the Wag, man. Have a pleasure working with her.
What you mean?
She's a fine individual, you know.
Beautiful, man. A soldier that, man, you know.
Definitely.
You know, see it, you know. And once again, I want to rise up Sister Shanice. I know you're heading off to Zimbabwe with that, with those brothers and sisters taking there for the investment and tour 14 days.
Wow.
You know, see it, and rise up, my sis. I hope, you know, you have a wonderful, you know, see it. I know the listener gonna miss you, you know, see it, because you're a firehouse here, you know, so, you know, safe travel, my sis, you know. You know, and I know in November, you know, Aga, Sister Angie and the crew, them a take a whole trip down to Gambia. And they're gonna have a health awareness day down there, and they're making preparation for that. And these are the beauty of certain things, you know. Another brethren then in Trelawney in Jamaica doing some work. So wherever we people them they're doing the work, we have to support them, you know. Our brother people them there in what I'm saying that. What happening to the people them in Burma, Aya? You know, see, we can't sit here and say they have nothing to do with us. They have a lot to do with us, you know. You have some people in a West Papua, where the Indonesian military occupation, you know, is a wicked regime, you know. You know, see it, and when they talk about North Korea, and we now see what Indonesia down there do to the people, wickedness, you know. And some of you are going like Buddhism is peace. Go and check on the history. How them invent the suicide thing, they want belt and them thing there, you know. A lot of us we do know certain things that we must go know and do before we come and run up a mouth. Like so them things they start in Africa. No, start from these warmongers blood. You understand? You know? And some of you come tell me about, oh, you have to be peaceful as Gandhi. It is similar, right? Gandhi wasn't that peaceful as he said, blood. You know, see, someone must go do no homework. You know, see it and do certain things. You know? A lot of it, we are run with these religion. Religion is not a peaceful thing, you know. All of them is warmonger blood, a bloodshed. You know, see, you go in a certain place right now, family attack family because of religion. Yeah. You know, see, so we have to run off of them thing there, you know, see, and realize that we are on this planet Earth. and we must look out for one another. Jammers.
That's right. Yeah, I'd just like to mention to Brother Doug is having an event on relationships, and that's on the 6th of October, and that's taking place at the Chestnut Community Centre, 380 St Anne's Road, Tottenham, London N15. It's about relationships. They've got 2 authors from America who's going to be there. That's Brother Dougie, and that's at Chestnut Community Centre, 280 St Anne's Road, Tottenham N15. I'm also going to be there on the 7th and the 7th and the 29th. I'm going to be there, and that's going to be a community and ancestral food and drink event, and that's once again that's in North London, Chestnut Community Centre, 208 St Anne's Road, London N15.
Beautiful vibration. Well, Jammers, I want to thank the eye. You know,
respect every time.
I want to thank the eye for
Thank you, and thank you. I'd like to thank the listeners and as well, and everybody who's been supporting. Once again, you can come down to the Speakers Club this Sunday. We're showing ourselves how to speak, mastering the art of articulation. The topic is how to win arguments, and we'll be looking at all aspects of arguments. We're going to be running courses, and also we have now got the Mastermind Intelligence Centre, which is our online site, Mastermind Intelligence Centre, where you can go online and test your skills, improve your skills on all different topics. We've got multiple choice questions, and you can take the multiple choice questions. We'll soon have the ability where you can actually get certificates as well by just going on our site. That's the Mastermind Intelligence Centre. Stay tuned.
Beautiful vibration, and once again we look forward to see the eye down there on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
We can really sit in with, and rise up all the time.
Every time, and keep up the works, man. And we'll be supporting you, full support in November as well.
All the time, support, yeah. And rise up to my cameraman there,
Yeah, big up Supreme, the Conscious Radio is supporting Galaxy.
Really,
SLR supporting Galaxy.
Yeah, man.
And Station FM, we're all supporting.
Amigo, Radio Diamond, Manchester.
We've got the full support.
We have a call here. Maybe we just take this last call. Rise up, caller.
Hello, I wasn't really calling to go live. I wanted to speak to Jammers.
All right, Jammers, you can take a run your phone there.
Yes, I can take you on my phone. You can call me in 10 minutes on 07 497.
I'm not going to catch it that fast. I'm not that.
All right.
Go.
Hang up, and then we give it to you. Yeah.
Cool.
Go on now.
Yeah. Once again, the number is 07 497 069702. That's also for the copy of the book on etymology. Once again, 07497 069702. And if you want to make a call out in the next 10 minutes. Thank you.
Beautiful vibration. And once again, Brother Jammers,
respect all
the time. See it,
Respect.
And coming up on top of the hour is Al Cable Revivalist Movement. Speak here. Ave. Rise up, my brother.
Mantis in the background helping set up the Mastermind Intelligence Centre. Big up as well. Respect.
All the time, man, And we just said rise up to Brother Kwame. Safrika Health Centre up there in the Brackley Rise. A beautiful vibration goes out to you, And once again, rising up, Queen Tayuto, down there in Manchester, Radio Diamond, Manchester, beautiful vibration, And thank you all down there for your support. See it, the things them that Ones and One is doing, A beautiful vibration to Brother Carl Grant, campaign for truth and justice. Sister Sila, Yenge, my sister, wonderful vibration. And to all the people who make a donation towards the Sierra Leone appeal. Chief Prakomabai, appreciate what the eye and the eye them is doing, see it, So until we meet again, may the ancestor guide you and protect you in your coming in and your going out. See it, want to rise up, Nana, Amlak, Chief Amlak, a whole of vibration to the eye. See it. Article, bird legs, rise up my brethren alongside brains and all the crew. A wonderful vibration. I'm out of here, walk good, live good, until we meet again.